Hey everybody, as you know,
I'm homeless and out of a job. Please send money to my GoFundMe. Dmitry Mazepin is listed on the top 100 of Russia's wealthiest people, sitting at a net worth of a whopping 950 million United States dollars. If we were in 2010, fast forward 12 years, his net worth sits just short of $2 billion. But the Mazepins aren't done. They want more money. Nikita Mazepin, Dmitry's daughter, debuted for Haas last year. I can sit here and I can waffle about how poor he was, but we all saw it. He was heavily disliked, but it wasn't until he got the axe that people started to defend him and suggested his place in the sport shouldn't be compromised. But could we see Nikita Mazepin return? Before we crack on, YouTube tells me that over 98% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you do enjoy, even a little bit, consider subscribing. Let's get into it. Now, Mazepin's boot from Formula 1 was premature, not because of his performance, but because Haas weren't done collecting the bag. I don't know how much Uralkali were paying Haas, but they want a refund of $13 million from the poorest team on the grid, plus $8.6 million more due to loss of profits. I don't know much about economics, but Uralkali made $2.7 billion last year, down 3% on the previous year. Where exactly is the loss of profits? Now, Gunther Steiner, Haas team principal, was pretty confident they could survive without their money from Uralkali after lighting their contract on fire with vodka. But now, going through a lawsuit and potentially losing that much money means we might see Andretti racing on the grid sooner than we thought. Well, that's actually not really how it works. This is extremely reminiscent of the bad Santa incident with Rich Energy and their money debacle in 2019. Fast forward to 2022. After re-signing Kevin Magnussen, taking all the Uralkali sponsorship off the Steiner train and making a semi-decent car, Uralkali have reported that they have paid most of their sponsorship money in advance, and therefore, Uralkali shall request the immediate reimbursement of the amounts received by Haas. Steiner and his massive balls just flat out said, "Nah mate, not gonna happen." Ballsy. But there is a clause in their contract stating that Uralkali cannot endure, bring into dispute, ridicule, or lessen the public reputation, goodwill, or favourable image of Haas. To be honest, Haas did that to themselves when they raced last year. But when Dmitry's property worth $114 million gets seized due to his close ties with Putin, and Nikita Mazepin is literally named the 732nd person to be sanctioned by the bloc because of those ties, no shit, Haas's image was brought into dispute.
What are you doing with my son? Doesn't change. I will send official letter that we are stop financing and stop racing.
Well. How the turntables. Nikita Mazepin, however, could make a return to F1. Just not with the Uralkali sponsorship. Rather, the only way I see him returning to the sport is if Dmitry makes him a team. It seems unlikely, but maybe another Formula 1 team picks him up. And now that I say that out loud, Dmitry creating a team for his daughter seems more likely. He was kicked out of Haas because, without money, he was literally useless. He lost 11-3 head-to-head with teammate Mick Schumacher last year when both cars were classified, and he only outqualified Mick twice. Once in Monaco when he French kissed the wall in FP3 and didn't make it to qualifying, and the other in Italy when we saw this debacle. So I'd put the house and the kids on Nikita not returning. So what does Nikita do now? Well, his father's net worth is $1.8 billion. So if I was him, I would just wait for Dmitry to die and then buy tickets to the Las Vegas Grand Prix, because that's the only way I'm going to afford them. Maybe I'd even fly in business class. I don't know. All I do know is I hope he doesn't make his return to the sport. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to subscribe.